This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I need to warn you, the video you are about to watch has been rated IC 60 plus for interactive content in excess of 60 minutes. If you are not emotionally prepared for all the hi hellos that are about to come and a full hour of distractions, Weight Watchers or WW ideas and friendly content, hit stop now. I repeat, this is your only warning. Do not proceed further if you are not ready. But if you're like me and you like to make new friends on your weight loss journey, this is the video for you. We will be saying hi, hello, as this was filmed live. And if you ever get a chance to join us on Sunday nights, it's just over on the Facebook page, If You Have an Egg, a Weight Watchers Journey, although I guess now we need to change it to a WW Journey. But we would love to see you live over there so that we can say hi and hello. And if you're new, please do give us a shout out. Let us know that you're new and where you're from so that we can all greet you. Also, pay attention, running across the bottom right now is some important information that you need for how to join us in other social media areas, how to get this free, how to watch this on demand, and how to make sure that you are always notified when we have a new chat come up. And more importantly, read across the bottom. Right now, our affiliate links, which include discounts, are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Check those out. We get some great deals for the Egg Lady and for the Egglets. I hope you enjoy the at least 60 minutes of free weight loss journey content and that you will subscribe so that you can always be notified when we're coming up, and that you will share with another weight loss journey buddy, a WW member who needs some help, and so we can help each other along this journey. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Please comment below. Hope to see you Sunday. Hello, happy Sunday. Yeah, this is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and I would like to welcome you to Digital Wellness Workshop number 92, Move It, Love It. So trying a new format tonight, trying to announce which number we're on and what the name of it is at the beginning of each video for those who are not joining us live. So we are here on Facebook and there's a couple of you all coming in. So again, as always, fingers crossed that Facebook's gonna be good to us. Oh, I'm already seeing some love bugs. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, Mary Bell. Yeah, good to see you. So today is Sunday. Hello, Claudie. Today is Sunday, and it is October the 7th. Hey, Pat, and hello, Mary. We are doing this as a digital wellness workshop. And hey, Asma, and hello, Vicky. And I will be saying hi, hello to people. We filmed a new intro to the YouTube version of this. And hello, Carol Lou, hello, Laura, and hello, Inez. And hopefully everybody had a chance to watch it. Hello, Crystal, and I hope that it was okay. Hello, Stacy. So YouTube people, you will see when you get this, you will have a, hello, Teresa, you will have a little intro video. Aloha, Kathy. At the beginning of this, hello, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. And hello, Tag. And yeah, so you will want to skip ahead to probably, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes. Hello, Wanda, and hello, Kathy. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, and if you don't want to see all the hi hellos, hello, Donna, then you'll want to skip ahead to about 5 minutes. And hello, Jennifer. So yeah, hello, Carla. Did anybody get to watch the little intro video that Casey and I filmed? Hello, Suzanne. I actually had to do it like 3 times. Hello, Mary from Pennsylvania, because it was so long. Hey, Christy, and hello, Inez. So yeah, it was so long. It was like the first time I did it, it was like 6 minutes. And I thought, hello, Kim, and hello, Shirley. I thought no one is going to sit through 6 minutes of me telling you why it's going to take so long. And hello, Kathy from South Carolina. Yeah, hey, Jennifer. Jennifer's back after a while. Hello, good to see you. Hello, Beth, and hello, Donna. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, hello, Laura, and you want to skip all the hi hellos, just skip ahead to, it's about 5 minutes is when we'll actually start the information part of this. Hello, Melanie from Ohio. Hello, Patricia, and hello, Marlene. So yeah. Oh, hey, Sandra. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Sandra said, oh, Sandra and Kathy both said, love your hair. Thank you. It was time to get it colored. So I had Alyssa, and thank you, Christy. I had Alyssa last week. Hello, Daryl. Well, actually, I have her every Monday now. Hello, Lisa. And she actually sat in my lap the whole time And Take, don't worry. So you didn't see the little intro thing. It's okay, because it'll be at the first of every single YouTube video now. So you can just go watch one on YouTube. Yeah, and hello, Bonnie, and hello, Lynn, and hello, Melanie. Oh, Melanie said yes, that she saw it. And let's see. Yeah, and Laura's going to sit through, haha, whatever. Yeah, and Kathy, ba-bam. Exactly. Hello, another Kathy. So how many Kathys are here now? I'm thinking 3. Yeah, and hello, Sherry from Connecticut. Yeah, Barbara from the Crossroads. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to Canada, Barbara. What? Is it Thanksgiving in Canada already? Hello, Sue. Hey, Gail from Texas. Hi, Evie. Oh, and April's here for a little while. She was afraid she wasn't going to be able to join us. So, yeah, she's here for a little while. Hello. Yeah. Oh, and thanks, Laura. Yeah, hey, Debbie. So, Accountability Buddy Karen did not get to walk today. So, hence the down hair, and actually have on some makeup because... And hey, Chris hasn't been in here in forever, so it's good to see you. And hello, Carol. So she didn't get to walk. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Hello, Jackie from New Jersey. So hopefully she is on somewhere fun for her birthday trip. So, and hello, Sandy. Okay, and hello, JJ. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We're gonna do this a little bit different tonight. Y'all know I like to change things up. Yeah, really, it's just because I can't pay attention that long. So I think it worked really well last week. I think it worked really well for the YouTube people that were watching later. If we did the actual meeting portion of this first, and hello, another Kathy. I think we're up to like 5 Kathys now, but anyway, yeah. So I think it worked out better last week when we did the actual meeting portion of it first. Yeah, and April's got a scoop. See you later. And hello, Caroline. And then did the bonus fluff is what I named it on my list. So, yeah. Oh, Kathy. Kathy cut a phone call short from her son so that she could watch. Sorry, son. Hey, Mary. Yeah, and hello, Janet. And thank you, Mary Bell. But I think that worked out great last week. So, that way, too, I don't know, and Mary, I knew what you meant. It's okay. But I think that worked out great last week because that way Lacey made it to 179 today. It's a loss of 2.6. Yay. Very good. Hello, Tina. So I think that worked out great for the YouTube people because they could actually do the meeting portion of it first. And then if they wanted to stay for the extra fluff, they could. Yeah. So I just decided to name it fluff, the extra stuff at the end. So how we had been doing this is about the first 30 minutes we had been doing, like if I had a recipe or if we had something special to talk about or, and a different kind of fluff, Laura. But anything that was extra that wasn't part of the regular meeting, then, hello, Loretta, then we were doing that first, trying to get some of y'all to stay around. Oh, it's Peggy's first time live. Everybody say hello to Peggy. It's her first time live. But I had flipped them around and I was doing the fluff first, trying to get some of y'all to hang around. But, and hello, Liliana, some of our YouTube people, and wow, we're already up to 100. Yay. But some of our YouTube people were having trouble finding the actual meeting portion. So last week we switched it around. Hello, Celine. And we did the meeting portion first and then we had the fluff. So I think we'll do that again this week. It seemed to work out well for them. Hello, Betty. So YouTube people, or if you're watching this later. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Hello, Cheryl. Or if you are watching this later on Facebook, here in the Facebook group, you can skip ahead. So I don't know if the people on Facebook even realize this. The YouTube people seem to know it, I guess, but here on Facebook, if you do not want to watch the entire thing, so if you don't want to sit through all the hi hellos, let's see, wait, Myra just joined with the digital membership and there's a deal, no dollars for the first month. Yay, awesome. Yeah. Oh, and Alicia said it's her first time. Yeah, and Alicia, I'm sorry, your name flipped up so fast. I didn't catch the spelling, but I think it was Alicia. But everybody tell Alicia, hey, it's her first time. And hello, Kim. So what was I saying? Anyway, if you're watching this later on YouTube, or hello, Joyce, or if you're watching it later on Facebook, if you want to skip all this, there is a little scrolling thing. Yeah, Tony says the meeting part first. Yeah. Yeah. And hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, another Betty. We've got 2 Bettys now, dueling Bettys. But so anyway, there's a little scrolling thing. So if you didn't realize that, if you touch the video, so if you actually touch, not right now, because we're live right now, but if you're watching this later and if you touch the video, you can actually scroll, you can scroll through the time. So you do not have to sit through all this part at the first. And hello, Beryl. So you can scroll through. So I'm going to, let's see, and Bonnie says she may have to be YouTube this week because the internet's slow and it's buffering. So we'll just see you later on YouTube, Bonnie. But you can scroll through. So I'm going to say, YouTube people that are not watching this live on Sunday night. And again, today is Sunday, October the 7th. And if you're not here with us live on Sunday, October the 7th, and if you don't want to sit through all the hi hellos, you can scroll through. Okay, so just going to tell you that. And we are going to do the meeting portion first, and we're going to do the fluff, at the end. And I needed to say again, this is Digital Wellness Workshop number 92, Move It, Love It. So I have changed to Digital Wellness Workshop, and I had someone, oh, it's Mary's first time. Hello, Mary. Everybody tell Mary hello. So I decided to change the name of these instead of calling them a live chat, because that name meant a lot to those of us who have been here since the very first day, which is me. I've been here since the very first day. Is anybody else been here since the very first one? Anybody? Yeah, I know there's a lot of y'all, but anybody that's been here since the very first one or been here for any length of time, obviously this is our 92nd one. Can't believe it. Hello, Laura. Yeah, 92. It's crazy. Like, I didn't think I don't know. I thought we'd do like a couple. I don't even know how we started on the live part, but so what was I even saying? Anyway, anybody who's been here since the very beginning knows that, and hey, Rhonda, it's the first time Rhonda's been here in a while. Hello. So anybody that's been here since the beginning knows that I was calling them live chats. Well, if you weren't here from the very beginning, that might not make any sense anymore. Hello, Jim. So instead, I decided to mirror the new things that are coming out from WW, which we'll talk about. That'll be the fluff at the end, and call them, hey, Debbie, and call them Digital Wellness Workshops. And you notice I'm having to get used to this. Yeah, and Carol said, yeah, she's been here since the beginning. So I'm having to get used to that. So I keep glancing over here at my computer. So if I'm not looking at you all, uh-oh, Teresa's son's kitty's not doing well. Oh no, it's been a rough weekend. Ooh, but Mary has lost 80.4 pounds. Yeah, awesome. And guys, once it starts rolling, keep talking, because I do go back and read these later, and I want to hear, how you're doing. I want to hear how much you've lost. I want to, hear the good things, and if there's anything that you need us to pray about, you can let me know that too, and we'll be glad to put that on our prayer list. But if you notice me, if I'm like not looking at you all and I'm looking both places, I have a computer right here, like a laptop here, the phone is here, and my iPad is over here trying to get all of the information for today that we need to cover. So, okay, and if I miss saying hello to you, I will come back. I will find you later, and say hello. So, again, I don't work for Weight Watchers. I'm not sponsored by Weight Watchers. I'm not paid by Weight Watchers, but because I love Weight Watchers, and I love providing these free. Where's the paperclip? Melissa wants to know where the paperclip is. So, y'all know it doesn't ever get far. It's still here. It is still here. And I bought a whole bunch of new, fun clips that I have at work now, so they'll have to deal with those. But anyway, so trying to keep up with all this information. I have 3 different devices here, so sorry, if I look around. And I'm sorry, I said Weight Watchers, sorry. WW, yeah, hey Tahira. So so all this new stuff for WW. But again, I just do this because I love it, and it's free, and Casey and I donate our time. So we get to do it however we want to. We get to make the format however we want to. And if you have not received one of Casey's, awesome new Bravo stickers, and Alicia wants to know what's the paperclip. If there's nothing, Alicia, there's nothing. It means nothing other than I fiddle. Hello, darling. So it means nothing. Hey, Stacy. Hello, Susie. So the paperclip means nothing, Alicia, and other newbie people. Yeah, it's just, I fiddle with it. I stand in the same spot every week. For those of you that are new, I stand in the same spot every week. And yeah, and this is something that I fiddle with. It's just like a little fidget thing. But anyway, okay, so if I stop saying hello, it's because we have started in on our chat. And again, YouTube people, you can scroll through. It is, oh gosh, we better start talking. It's like 8:12. So YouTube people, scroll through to 8:12 or like 8:13 to get to the actual chat. So since we are doing this backwards this week, since we're doing this backwards this week, actually this is going to be our new format. So we're going to do the meeting first and then the fluff is later. The fluff for tonight is going to be more about the new, Carol says double W. Yeah, double W. Hey, Sherry. So that's going to be our fluff for this week. We are going to talk more about that since your apps should have updated. But first is the meeting. So who remembers what our topic was for last week? So I'm going to like kind of throw it back on you all, right here at the beginning. What was our topic? What was our meeting topic for last week? And remember, YouTube people, if you're still watching this, YouTube people, skip to about 8 minutes and 8 minutes. Skip to about 13 minutes and you'll skip past all the hi hellos and get to the meeting part. But what was our topic last week? Who remembers? Yep, Janice is right, emotional eating. Kathy's right, emotional eating. Exactly. So last week, our topic for last week, and Osma's right. Our topic for last week, Christy says emotional eating with a question mark. Yeah, and Darlene, I'm checking on that. Darlene says she didn't get her 50 wins for attending a meeting. I just confused some people because I said wins. So yeah, I'm checking on those. Tuesday night is when my meeting is. So last week it was, and yes, you two people, I know it's backwards. So last week we talked about escaping emotional eating. Yeah, and Teresa says, I am feeling very, and a line. So who either attended a workshop last week? So we don't call them meetings anymore now since WW has changed. Now we call them workshops. So who attended a physical workshop last week and sat your bottom in a chair? Give yourself a thumbs up. Yep. Give yourself a thumbs up. And if you sat your bottom in a little chair at a workshop, thumbs up. And if you attended here with us last Sunday night, or if you did both, let's see some hearts. So if you attended our digital wellness workshop number 91 last week, then get some hearts. Yeah. Okay, and even though WW is changing it to wins, so now your reward is called a win, because I cannot hand out wins, and I really wish I could, and y'all should ask WW if they can, make that available. Just kidding, they're not going to do it. Anyway, so because I can't hand them out, you still get Bravo stickers from me. So Bravo. Yeah, everybody who put their bottom in a chair or was here with us last week or both, you get a Bravo sticker. So last week we talked about emotional eating, and I hope that you went back and rewatched this, but I do want to let you know, I finally yesterday, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, I finally printed I printed our notes from last week, and those are on the blog. It's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and our notes are in a written format. So if you did not get your weekly last week, or if you didn't get it from online and print it out, you can go back and see my notes that I took from our meeting last week. So things we talked about, things like, are you avoiding the real issue? Is it, and also we were talking about the fact that emotions are not bad. That doesn't make you broken. Everybody has emotions. It's just how you deal with them. Sometimes emotional eating comes from, maybe I'll feel better if I eat, whatever. And it comes from a lifetime of practice. So we've had Alyssa all weekend. Thank you, Stacy. So we've had Alyssa all weekend, and she, Christy, no, and it's in my list of things to do. Sorry, Christy's asking about all 3 pages of the Walmart list. No, because we've had Alyssa all weekend. But anyway, and she's a little bit mobile now, so it's all hands, literally is all hands on deck, trying to keep up with her. But yes, it will be posted. It is on my list of things to do. But, hey, and Sherry's watched several times, but it's her first time to comment. So yeah, everybody say hi to Sherry, S-H-A-R-I. Yeah. So we were talking about the fact that you're not broken, if you have emotions, because we all have emotions, but it's just what you do with them. So who did their homework? Hey, Tedders, who did your homework for this week? Yeah, so, Alyssa was here. We had a lot going on. You should see the loft, like John came in yesterday, I think. He came in after he had left us alone for a little while, and he came back in and he was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Because there was like toys, everywhere. It's just like exploded. But But, you know, Alyssa is little, and we talked about this last week. Hello, Sylvia. Part of this emotional eating, no, not going back to Walmart, Teresa, no, not going to happen. But part of this emotional eating that we were talking about last week is that we are trained to do this from day one. So while Alyssa was here this weekend, every time she cried, and she doesn't really cry very much, but every time she cried, you know, what are the first couple of things that you think about? So you think, you know, okay, is she wet? Does she have a dirty diaper? Okay, yes or no? So if she doesn't have a dirty diaper, you know, what's the next thing? Could she actually be in physical pain from something, you know, since she's mobile now? You know, could that be it? And then the third thing could only be she's hungry. Yeah, so it's logical, you know, and we start training kids, you know, from when, you know, training ourselves, you know, and new humans, you know, new arrivals to the planet, we start training them. And we were trained from day one that, you know, the reaction, you know, was, or the cue was, you know, you're crying, or, you know, when you're first born, you know, you're crying, and then the behavior is, you're hungry and you get fed, and then the reward is more food, and so it's, you know, keeps going. It's like this circle, but we continue, you know, as we get older, you know, you get a boo-boo knee or whatever, and sometimes we fix things with food or we reward things with food, and so you're not broken, you know, if you are eating for, you know, for emotional reasons. So who made their card? Who made their index card? So I know a lot of you all did, but I didn't catch all the names as they were going by. But your homework was to make an index card or write it down somewhere. It doesn't have to be an index card. You know, I made a different one on the iPad. I have my index card still hangs on my refrigerator, and I told our physical workshop leader, almost called a meeting, physical leader Gwen, I told her that I still have my card from last year. So that card that I showed you all last week is from last year. It's from a year ago, and I still have it. So your index card, yeah, good job. Yeah, I see a lot of y'all coming up with that. So y'all get extra Bravo stickers for making your card or for writing it down, you know, in some other way. But for those of you that missed it, it was just to write down, you know, I feel so, and here's my card. This is my actual physical card, and so it was just to write down, you know, I feel so, and if you start to head for the refrigerator or the pantry or whatever, and yes, I know it's backwards, just think, you know, just stop and think a second, you know, I feel so, like today, I feel so tired. I love having Alyssa here, but I'm exhausted, so she has become a bed hog, and she literally was like, she had scooted me all the way, like almost off the bed, and at one point I ended up like halfway down the bed, almost sideways, trying to keep me and Dusty in the bed, you know, and before she started booting John out the other side. But so today I felt so tired. So it would have been, you know, I wasn't hungry. I felt so tired. And my medicine, that new medicine that my doctor put me on that I hate my new medicine, but I can't, he won't change it until I go back and see him again. Anyway, I feel so thirsty or parched or dry or something, and it just makes me so, it's like it just sucks all the liquid out of my body. But sometimes I think, you know, I'll find myself like, you know, digging through the refrigerator or whatever, looking for something to eat, and then I realized, oh, I'm not hungry, I'm just thirsty. So if the feeling that you're having is anything besides hungry, just get out your card, have it somewhere where you can see it, you know, and use that. So good job, girls who did your homework last week, and awesome job on tagging me. So lots of y'all tagged me. If you're here on Facebook, so if you're on the Facebook page, the public page, you can just tag If You Have an Egg, and that tags me. If you are, hey Pam, if you are, oh, and Sandra wrote that in her food journal. That's a great place to write it. And if you are in our closed Facebook group, and that we will put the link here when we get done tonight, or if somebody can share it with us here live, that would be awesome. So you can tag me there. On there, it's just Kelly Green Milligan. It'll be kind of obvious when you get there. If you're on Instagram, you can tag me on with If You Have an Egg. You know, it's just the @ sign If You Have an Egg. Or if you are on Connect, it's Scrap and Stamp. Don't ask. But anyway, so tag me. So always tag me when you do your homework, so I can go ahead and give you your Bravo stickers, because now Casey has them in a format where I can actually give you a Bravo sticker. And she's almost done with the ones that can be printable. Okay, I'm not going to get started on that because we will get distracted. But that was last week. I believe the format for these, hello Carolyn, I believe the format for these will be changing as we get more into the WW, into the changes for WW, but that, I don't have a new format yet. So I can't talk about that. I can't speak for that, a lot yet. Okay, this week, our topic for us, it's wellness workshop number 92. It's got to be wellness workshop number a bajillion for WW. Don't have any idea how many it is for them. But hello, Gladys. This week it was called Move It, Love It. This is a topic that comes up every single year, and there's good reason for it. Yeah, and Deborah copied the one that said the answers are not in here. And I think, was that Barbara? Barbara, wasn't that from your meeting where you all wrote a different card that said you put it on your refrigerator or whatever, that says the answer is not here? And thank you, Claudie, for sharing the group link. And yes, Teresa, it was a squirrel. But the group link, don't forget, and yes, thank you, Barbara, if you ask to join our closed group, you have to answer the 3 questions or I can't let you in. Okay, so this is a topic that comes up, the moving it topic comes up every single year. And there's good reason for that. And this year it came up a couple of times. Part of that was because of the new wellness, the new commitment to wellness that WW has us working towards. So, and we will talk more about WW when we get done with this meeting portion, but you have to sit through the meeting before we can get to the fluff part. So this week it is, for us, it's number 92, and it is Move It, Love It, how to find physical activity that helps you feel good. And if you did not get your weekly, if you go to a physical workshop, you can go ahead and pick these up. If you are online only, or if you do not have a meeting place, like if you're not near somewhere and it's a meeting place. This is a diet green tea, by the way. Love these from Sonic. Okay, remember, I'm always parched from that medicine. But this is one, that we've had, seriously every single year. So if you did not get this though, or you did not download it, you need to go ahead, because look at this. Yeah, individual apple cinnamon pies. Yeah, I could barely listen to the meeting Tuesday night because I kept flipping over here and looking at this. Who doesn't want an individual apple cinnamon pie? Anywho, so do get your weekly, take lots of notes in it. They have the very first paragraph in here talks about why moving makes you feel good. So I just want to say that the phrases that I think of when I think of exercise, the phrases I think of are, no pain, no gain. Y'all have all heard that one. Feel the burn. I know everyone's heard that one. And no guts, no glory. So I don't know about you all, but I don't want pain. I don't want anything burning. And I sure don't want to think about guts. When I'm doing my exercising, when I'm doing anything, exercise wise. John and I have a friend who is a fabulous wellness coach for a lot of people. Hello, Connie. She's a fabulous wellness coach for a lot of people. But we jokingly said that when she was pregnant with her second child, no one knew that she was pregnant, and she is so fit. She is so fit that honestly, no one, we didn't suspect. I mean, she was way far into her second pregnancy before. I'm sorry, there's a little piece of hair right here bothering me. But anyway, she was way into her second pregnancy before, before any of us knew. But she trains people. She's a personal trainer, and she was training someone. Hello, Renee. She was training someone one day, and we passed them, and she had jogged over to the side of the road and was throwing up. Well, she was throwing up because she was pregnant. But we have jokingly said ever since then, and the second child is I think Olivia's 5 now. I guess she's 5. But we have jokingly said ever since then, that if you don't throw up, if you're not throwing up or crying, you didn't do it right. We're kidding. You don't have to be throwing up or crying. But that's a standing joke with us, is that, that if we were working out with her, that, you'd have to be throwing up or crying to be doing it correct. But you don't have to. So here are a few things that I think about moving, about why it's important to move, during this process. And that's if you are physically able. If you are not, hello, Michelle. If you are not physically able, oh, and thanks, Jackie. So if you're not physically able, If you're not already active, if you were under a doctor's care for any reason, if you have any other issues, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. Remember, I'm just you. I'm just one of you guys. But I do recommend before you go do anything really strenuous that you get checked out. If you haven't had any physical activity, you know, for a while, and always start small. So when you all see me post things about walking 30,000 steps, you know, when we're at Disney, okay, I didn't just jump up one day and say, I think I'm gonna, or walking 37, I think I'm gonna walk 30,000 steps today. No, this is a 25-year, at least a 25-year, you know, process. When my accountability buddy Karen and I first started walking, we walked one lap around our neighborhood and thought we were gonna die. And then the next night, we walked that same lap and we still wanted to die. Then the next night, we were like, why are we doing this? And then the fourth night, we were like, yeah, we could do this. And more and more and more and more, and we've worked our way up to it. So I'm just saying, please do not just jump up and start doing something. Okay, but I want to say, you know, I don't want any of that. I don't want guts. I don't want pain, and I don't want burning, and I don't want burning, you know, when I'm doing any of my activity. So why do I think, you know, that it's great, you know, that finding some way to move better is great? First of all, there's instant gratification. So if you're moving and it's something that you do enjoy, you get instant gratification from it. I mean, we instantly feel better. And sometimes just the anticipation of getting to do it, like if I think, oh yeah, you know, it's our Sunday to walk or whatever, just the anticipation of getting to do it makes me feel better before I ever get there. You know, it kind of lifts my spirits before we ever do it. The next thing is you get a sense of accomplishment. So once we're done, you know, I can check it off my list, and now we get wins for exercising, and we'll talk about that's part of the fluff. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But it's a feeling of accomplishment. You know, everybody knows that we walk. I don't know, so it is just a feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, and Laura, you're exactly right. It's a sense of accomplishment. So if you complete the activity without dying or crying or throwing up, then you're much more likely to repeat it. Much more likely to repeat it. You know, again, the pleasure, aspect of it. So even mice will do things repeatedly if they think they have to do them over and over and over again to survive. I don't want to think about my workout like that. I don't want to think that I have to do, I have to do this again just, to survive. But I mean, isn't it so much easier if you do things because they make you feel good than because you think you need to do, because you think you have to do them to survive? The rewards for moving more on a regular basis, and remember, that doesn't mean jumping up and like running out the door for an hour. Moving more on a regular basis, even if it's little teeny tiny bits, even if you do it for 1 minute, every hour of every day, and build up to 5 minutes, or do it 3 times a day or once a day or whatever, anything that you can do. And like Sherry's had getting her knee replaced in 10 days, and she's looking forward to being able to walk. So that's awesome, Sherry. But you can do little things, in between. You don't have to wait, until then. There's lots of other, things that you can be doing. But the rewards for moving on a regular basis, they can not only help you lose weight, it can help lower things like blood pressure. If you're, have other medical issues, it can help. It can help with that. Help to ease some of those. A lot of us have, stopped taking some of our medications, because we're doing regular exercise. It increases serotonin levels. That's the happy hormones. Yeah, you need more serotonin because those are happy hormones, so it definitely increases those, when you exercise, and it's something that you can do with your family and friends. So, again, you don't have to run, and you'll know why I keep saying run here in just a second, but you don't have to run. You can make it other things that you do with your, family and friends. So, like this morning, we took Alyssa for a walk. So that was super fun for all of us, and we had a good time. So to help you find the activity that is right for you, I want you to do a thing, and they talk about it in our weekly. Yes, and the dog. Yes, we took the dog for a walk too. So we do, I want you to do a thing that they talk about in their weekly, it's visualization. So you're going to visualize yourself doing whatever this activity is, so that you can see which one you should pick. So what I want you to do is to write down 2 to 3 exercises that you've already tried. Hello, Debbie. Or maybe a new one. Maybe it's something new. And I want you to make a list of words that describe that activity for you. And thank you, Barbara, for the update on the time. Yeah, so it's more meeting, less fluff tonight, but that's okay. So if the words that you write down, if they don't make you visualize something positive, then I want you to move on. Literally, I want you to move on to the next, move on to the next activity. So I am going to go over mine real quick. I did something called a word cloud. So, so Sue, I know when you're new, I'm sorry, Sue, I'll come back to you. Actually, I'll try to come back on here and answer you, later after the chat. But if there's anybody on here that's had a knee replacement, if you can go ahead and give her, some good advice. And JJ, says MS, multiple sclerosis, correct? Makes it impossible to walk any distance. What about swimming? What about, can you do anything on a bicycle? Can you, are there other things, that you can do? And Loretta says she needs to change it up because she's getting bored. So yeah, this is exactly it. So I made word clouds. So I made 4 word clouds with 4 of the activities that I do, that I've tried and or done. Hello, Maria from Sun Valley. And I'm going to read them to you and see which ones you think I should, that I should pick. So it'll take me just a second to get to them because I'm not as good on the MacBook as Casey is. So it's going to take me a second. Okay, so the first one is walking. So I made a word cloud, and you can just go to wordcloud. I think it was wordclouds.com, and I will post the link here when we get done. But it was just wordclouds.com. And I put in all the words that I could think of when I think of walking. So I typed in walking, and the words that come to my mind about walking are energized. I feel energized when I do it. Accomplished, because we have a path and we start, we go, and we finish, and we track it on our Fitbits or Apple Watches, and we track it somewhere else so we can see where we started and we can see what we got done. It's outside, and I love being outside most of the time, as long as it's not like 500 degrees outside. It's me time, so that's time just for me. It makes me accountable. I'm accountable to myself, but I'm also 3 days a week, I'm accountable to my accountability buddy Karen, because she walks with me. Dusty was one of the words that I put on there because Dusty's almost always with me when I walk. Friends, because I walk a lot with friends. Family was on there because I walk a lot with my family, with Alyssa, John, sometimes with Casey. Sweaty. I get sweaty when I walk. If I'm walking fast enough, I get sweaty. It's free. Free was one of the words I put down. Easy, because it's easy for me. And therapeutic. You would not, hey Pat, Pat's new with us tonight. Everybody tell Pat hello. So it's therapeutic. I can't tell you how many lives were saved because Karen and I walked instead of killing someone. Yeah, so for me, it's therapeutic. Okay, let me find the next one. So I would say that those were positive. I would say that those were positive words, wouldn't you? But then I wrote down, then the next one that I typed was running, and let me find it. So the next one was running. The words that I wrote down for running were discouraged. It makes me feel discouraged. Every time I've tried it, I am discouraged. It's painful for me. It is not a feel-good thing. It's painful. I'm alone. I don't have anybody that wants to run with me. No one wants to run with me, so I'm alone. It is outdoors, and I like being outdoors. Awkward. It's awkward. It's not pretty at all to see me run. Failure. I feel like a failure because I can't do it. I'm not good at it. I feel weak because hello Linda. So I feel weak when I do it. It's just not, I'm also sweaty. Yeah, sweaty there too. And it is me time. But hello Chris, an awful lot of those words were not positive words. Then the next one is Planet Fitness, and that is something that Casey and I do. So the words that I had around Planet Fitness were competitive, because Casey and I are super competitive when we're at Planet Fitness. It's safe. We are inside a building, well lit, lots of other people there, so I feel safe when we're there, and we're not going to get hit by a car, I don't think. That'd be pretty crazy if we got hit by a car at Planet Fitness. But I feel safe, when we're together. I feel empowered. We do a lot of different exercises at Planet Fitness, and we've been trying to try things that are new, and we've been trying to up our game a little bit. So I feel empowered when we go work there. Improving. So I started out 4 minutes on the elliptical, and now we're up to 25 to 30, depending on how fast we're going. Energized, I'm serious. I have more energy when we get done than when we start. Sweaty was in all of them. Deserving, I don't know, I feel deserving, like we deserve that time. We almost Saturday stayed and worked a little more instead of going to Planet Fitness, but we didn't do it. We went on because we deserved that time. Casey was one of my words because that's the only time that Casey and I are together with no husbands and no kids. And I say that every time, no kids, even though she is my kid. It's different. It's me time. Even though I'm with Casey, it is me time, and I feel strong. So, and the last word I put on there was hydro massage. Yeah, because at the end of it, we use the hydro massage. So I would definitely say those are positive words. Then the last one was Piyo. John got us a Piyo because he wanted something that we could do inside together. So I put down Piyo. So the first word I put down was John, because he got it for me, and and it was a gift for me because he wanted to try it together. It's indoors, so that was good. It's private, nobody else is watching us. It's just us. It is me time again. It's safe. We're inside, but I feel weak. I feel weak when I do it. I put down frustrating, and I'm going to put all of these in the notes. I put down frustrating. I put down awkward, and I put down painful. So Piyo is, it's Pilates and yoga mixed together. We tried really hard. He even got us the mats. We were getting up early. We were trying it. But my other words were awkward and painful. So, when you start hitting words like that, I'm going to say that's probably not for you. So I already did my homework. Casey already did her homework. She hasn't done her word cloud yet, but we already talked about how she We talked about how she felt when we got done on Saturday. So she's like halfway there on her, on her homework. So your homework for this week is to make a word cloud, and you can either write it, like I have a feeling Casey's probably going to decoratively, write hers. I had to cheat and use a computer, but you can write it down. You can just type it. It doesn't have to be a fancy word cloud, but I did find a website online where you can do it for free, and it's just called wordclouds.com, and I'll share the link later, and you just type in your words and it does it for you, and I'll put mine on here. But your homework is to make a word cloud, whether it's fancy or not. It does not have to be fancy. Just to make you write down these words. So pick 2 exercises that you have either done or you would like to do. Okay, so Laura is asking what is a word cloud? I'm gonna try and do this without dumping you all. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this without dumping you all. I'm gonna try turning this around. So hopefully I'm not gonna throw you all off. And if I do, remember it's Laura's fault for asking about it. But here is a word cloud. So does that make sense? So yeah, so that was, Piyo, those were my words for Piyo. There were my words for Planet Fitness. So anyway, that is a word cloud. And again, it doesn't have to be, fancy. So Deborah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we're not gonna try yoga anymore because it just didn't make me feel good. There's plenty of other exercises that, that do. And Laura, it's okay because we didn't get dumped. So that is your homework for this week. I want you to pick 2. So pick 2 that you think you might be interested in doing. You have done, might be interested in doing something you might want to try new. There's a new bicycle thing I'd love to try, but I don't know where it is around here. It's called, and thank you, Tanya, for sharing the link. It is Bar Cycle, I think it's called, and a friend was telling me about that the other day. If they have a tester class, I would love to try it. Okay. YouTube people, this officially ends our class time. Well, when you do your homework, don't forget to tag me so I can give you your Bravo stickers. So this officially ends the class portion though, and we are going to move on to the fluff portion. So if you want to hang out for the fluff portion, we will probably go, I don't know, depends on how many questions there are, maybe a little bit past 9 o'clock. But this way, people who could only stay for the classroom portion, you all are done. The workshop portion, whatever we're gonna call it, you all are done. The rest of you all, take a break, stand up for just a second, stretch, stretch, get a little stretch in, get you something. Don't forget to tag me in your homework. If you come up with any other fun, yeah, right, Christy says, are we gonna end on time? Whatever. No, just for that, because Christy made fun of me about ending on time, you have to look at the paper clip real quick. But anyway, so if y'all find any other fun exercises that you think I should try, call me, or no, call me, but just, comment on here and tag me. So for those of you who are staying, for the fluff portion, we are going to talk about the switch to WW again. So last week we had a sneak peek, and remember the sneak peek, I have already, because I was being so good and went ahead and transcribed before the chat or before the workshop that I already had it done. So last week, the notes from last week are already on the blog. So it's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So quickly, this is what we talked about last week. So we wanted to, and Nancy playing with the grandkids at the park. That one's perfect. So last week, what we talked about, our fluff portion last week was talking about the switch from Weight Watchers, Judy, switching from Weight Watchers to WW. So if you live under a rock, or if you are online only and you're super confused, like, I don't know how did the online only people even know that this was coming? I don't know how y'all even knew. I got several emails, and they were from, actually, let me see. Somebody had asked that question. Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. It's not going to let me look on here. Okay. Well, because we're on my phone, I can't look and see who was the email from. So Carol Lou said we got the email. Okay, not everybody got an email. Not everybody. And Take said it was on the news there. Okay. So not everybody got the email. I'm getting tons of questions from people who were confused, that didn't even know anything was going on, had no idea. We had a couple of confused people in our live workshop that I attend here in town. So well, I know, Sylvia, it's from Weight Watchers, or from WW, but it is I think it said Team W. See, like Inez never got it. Oh, Team WW. Yeah, Jennifer, you're right. Team WW. That's who it was from. So, not everybody got the email. So the people who did not get the email were super confused. Super confused. Marlene did not get an email. See, there's a lot. Lynn never gets any emails from them. So I am going to try and find out why, what you do if you're online, what you do to get the emails, because some online people got them, and some online people didn't. Some physical workshop attendees got them. Some physical attendee workshop people didn't. So, quickly to cover, what we talked about last week, people were saying, what is it? And it is just a name change. It's a name change, and things are prettier. The plan has not changed. The program has not changed. The point system has not changed. The way that you get your, that the points are calculated has not changed. How many points you get has not changed. Okay? It has not changed. So, everybody, calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Then, can we still call it Weight Watchers? That was the next question. Sure, they're going to call it WW, and we've been accidentally calling it WW. Remember, we looked at these last week. So last week I went back and looked. It's weeks, lots and lots and lots of weeks, like almost a year ago, that we started doing this, and we've all been hashtagging WW for a long time. I didn't even realize it. So so yes, we can, but they're going to call it WW, just, to make it easier, and it's a new, kind of a branding thing. But again, the program has not changed. The program itself, like the underlying part of it, has not changed. Are we, will we still be tracking our weight? Yes, we are still tracking our weight, but we're tracking other things now too. So don't worry, you will still keep up with your weight, and they will do that. They will still keep up with it too. They will still reward weight milestones. But remember, this is not just about weight loss. It is also about wellness. And for the handful of hateful people that I got messages from last week, if you're just here for weight loss and you care nothing about your health or anyone else's health, and you just want to lose weight, I don't know, WW may not be the program for you. And let's see, are we changing point systems again already? No, they stay the same. And then people were saying, my friend, like I got lots of questions like this, like, my friend lives in Canada, UK, XYZ, and her plan is different. Will it change too? And remember, there eventually, all of us will be together, so we will be better together, and we won't have so many confusing, from system to system, so that the names should all be, really similar and familiar, so we'll all be on the same, program. When does it start? So the digital changes, I told y'all last week, the digital changes were going to show up on our apps on Thursday, October the 4th. Okay, about half y'all freaked out on me Thursday morning because your app had not updated immediately. Okay, mine didn't update immediately either. So again, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. I am seeing varied results on Androids. I have all Apple products. So all of my devices have changed, but the iPad, I had to delete the WW app and reinstall it. Don't panic when you do that. It says that it's going to delete all of the information. It is not really deleting all of the information, but I did have to force my iPad into updating. My iPhone did it itself, but it was like mid-morning, I guess. And I've seen varying results from Android users. So I think Accountability Buddy Karen's has already updated. I know several of y'all that have Androids that it either updated itself, you had to force an update, or you had to delete and reinstall, your apps to get them to update. So you have, remember, phones and smartphones and tablets are an app. That is one app that needs to be updated. Your computer, if you were logging on from a computer, that's completely different. Even though it's your account, it's completely different. So the apps, anyway, you might have to delete and reinstall to get your app to update. I have seen some people say that that the Android update is coming later. It's here. They're already all here. So I don't know if it was the age of the Android or what what that was about, but they are all done. And the meeting locations started talking about it today. So anybody that went to a workshop, a physical workshop location, they started talking about it today. So I'll get to hear more about it on Tuesday. Those of you who have physical workshops that you attend, you should be hearing more about it this week. And the program materials, though, will not be coming out until the end of the year. This is huge. I mean, this is a huge, big deal. So just be patient. And again, there's no reason to freak out. Okay, so for those of you who it has already updated, okay, I went ahead and kept we're going to do this try not to lose you thing again. I went ahead and updated, when I updated my tablet, I did not go through all of the welcome thing because I wanted to show you all what it was going to look like. This is Apple. This is probably not going to look the same on an Android. So this is an Apple, and the first thing you get is the welcome screen. Don't just get off of that. Go ahead and scroll through it. Like on an Apple, you have these little dots, and you can either scroll through to next or you can hit next. So first thing you're going to notice, it's dark blue with the white circle and then the dark blue WW. I saw one person complain about the color scheme. She was having trouble seeing it or looking at it or whatever, but I think it's really pretty. Then the next screen, Eat What You Love. So they're just telling you about the SmartPoint system, that you'll have the freedom to make food choices that work for you. Still the same system. Next is Shift Your Mindset. You'll learn to think in new ways and handle tough moments with self-compassion. Remember, we were talking about their pairing with MindSpace, and those are coming very soon. So that's what the Shift Your Mindset is about. And then find what moves you. Does that sound familiar to anything that we talked about tonight? So, tonight we were talking about, move it, love it. So yeah, find what moves you. So we're going to be talking a lot. I have a feeling they're going to be talking a lot lately about finding, what motivates us to move. And sorry, Jennifer's right. Headspace. I called it MindSpace. Sorry. Yeah, you'll get more information. But So anyway, the find what moves you, get ready to feel stronger, more powerful, and proud of what your body can do. So we've already been talking about that. So I told you all that you needed to know your login and password. So is there anyone who was confused about that information? Shouldn't have been. I've been telling y'all, and I told you, and I'm just gonna log in real quick so that without you all watching that, so that y'all don't have my login and password. But anyway, that should not be a surprise to anyone. Everyone should have already known that you were going to have to know your login and your password. So yeah, that should not be a surprise to anyone. Okay, hold on. I'm on the iPad, so it's a little different. It's a little different on here. Okay, so now going back to this, and again, remember, this is Apple. This is not Android. I have no idea what the Android one looks like, but this is the very first screen that you come to on an Apple. So see, it says new look, great rewards. Weight Watchers has WW has a fresh new design, and even better, Wellness Wins. I am super pumped about Wellness Wins. Our new one-of-a-kind rewards program. It celebrates your healthy habits with exclusive products and services delivered to you for free. Okay, that right there. Everybody stop. Stop and look at this right now. I have had meltdowns. I'm gonna make y'all come back to me for a second. Meltdowns of epic proportion. People saying, sure, they're gonna give me free stuff, but then they're gonna make me pay shipping. No, they are not. Delivered to you for free. Please do not ask me how much shipping is gonna be. For free means zero dinero. Am I saying that right? $0. I don't know. Zero monies. Okay, and then you can either explore Wellness Wins or you can continue to your day. So I'm going to click on Explore Wellness Wins, and you're going to see up here that I already have 70 wins. So you find this under your journey. So if you're on your phone, it's under journey, and if you are on a tablet, it's also under, yeah. Okay, dinero, great. I did it right. Thanks, Claudine. So these are wins. So far this week, I have 70 total wins. I actually am missing some stuff that I haven't logged yet because, you know, Alyssa. So she's my new excuse for everything. But if you track breakfast, you get wins. If you track dinner, you get wins. If you attend a workshop, you get wins. So I tracked my lunch. I got 5 wins, and I got 5 wins for my activity. But that is how you earn wins. And then, so see, you get earn 5 wins every day for tracking your breakfast. Start your day with food that will help you feel good. By being mindful about what you eat, you're building a healthy habit. So that's one way. Tracking dinner, whether it's a home-cooked meal or a night out. Take time to reflect on your experience, track it, and end on a high note. So you will get that. And hey, so I just said hey, like y'all weren't paying attention to me, but hey. So I had someone ask me, they tracked their dinner. So they were not hungry during the day. I don't really know what was going on. We didn't get into all the details of what was going on, but they had not been hungry for dinner. And I don't know, just seemed to be out of sorts that day. And so while they were out of sorts, they didn't eat dinner. And then instead of eating dinner, I think she drank like 3 glasses of water and whatever, but she tracked it and she still got wins, and she seemed kind of surprised that she got wins. Okay, so she didn't eat food. Okay, you know, she just drank water. Okay, but she tracked it. So the point is that even if you're not going to, you know, like if you go over or whatever, you still get a reward. You still get rewarded for recognizing what was going on and recording it. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so if you attend a workshop, you get 50 wins for attending a workshop. I really wish that I could give you all points for attending our workshop. And if anybody has connections at WW and knows who to talk to or how to get that done, I would love to do that. So I have no idea who to talk to. But anyway, it would be awesome if I could give you all wins. But if you have an opportunity to go to a physical workshop, show up for yourself and your group, and you'll feel accomplished, inspired, and supported. And again, if anybody has any contacts at WW, please ask them if there's any possibility of doing that. Same thing about lunch, fuel your body and brain. And for activity, whether you're walking the dog, walking the dog. Let's see, walking the dog or running a 5K, all it takes is 1 fit point to see your wins roll in. So if you get 1 fit point, you will get your wins. And then you can click up here and it will take you to your wins. I know, and Kelly wants to know, how is it gonna know when you go to your workshop? I do not know, but I go to mine on Tuesday, so I'll know after Tuesday. So breakfast for this week, tracked 15, 20, 15, 20. So I have, I have all of these, I have all of these wins, 70 wins. The next question, okay, so online only people, okay, I know, calm down. I'm gonna ask what y'all are supposed to do. I'm sure there is gonna be some way for you all to make this up, but seriously, if you know anybody at WW, ask them how I can give you credit for attending. Okay, so let's go back though, because I've been getting a lot of questions about what is the, how do you, what's the minimum? So the minimum is 1,500 wins. So you have to have, see right here, you have to have 1,500 wins. So you have to have 1,500 wins oh, that's a good question, Debbie. I don't know. And if you know who Debbie's asking, since I have a business, can I do it as an at-work workshop? I don't know. I wonder how I find that out. If anybody knows, let me know. But 1,500 wins, 1,500 is the minimum. And then they have tier 1. So they've got tier 1 wins. They've got tier 2. Here's some of the things, like there's even a Kohl's $15 gift card. Here are the tier 2 wins, and this is just an example of them. So they have lots of other things, like look at that. Isn't that cool? That's a stainless steel mantra bottle. Cool. And a cooler chest. Anyway, and then there's tier 3 and so on. So that's what you do, for the wins. Then so that was all about the wins. Then let's see, if you go back to your day looks a little bit different. And so you do still get blue dots, if you're completing that, but the colors are pretty. It's so much easier to track. They do still have, some helpful topics. Look, my gosh, they have upped their game on the recipes. Look at this one. Turkey breast roulade, I don't know how to pronounce that, roulade with apple corn. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. And look, now it tells you how long it's going to take. You can go ahead and track it. You can track how many servings. You can go through and you can update this if you need to. We talked about this when we were talking about the app. But look at that. That's so much easier, and you can write notes to yourself. You can favorite it. But look how pretty they are. It's just, I don't know, they've just really upped their game on that. Then they talk about, so this is the topic for this week, is making movement work for you. Still really pretty, really pretty topic things. This is not the, the weekly, but you can do recipes and restaurants. So I've heard, and no, Susie, I have not seen yet where we can print our weekly, so we'll have to look at that. I have heard, I do not know yet, but I have not confirmed this yet, but I heard that there are more, I heard a rumor that there are more restaurants. So I have not confirmed that yet, and I have not looked yet, for that. Then activity, you go here and it's going to show you, how many, Debbie says, did we lose my weeklies to download? I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean. But anyway, so you can go here and you can see, and you can still sync it just like you did before. On my phone, the availability of the scanner was way more. There was way more accessibility to the scanner. We had to look at the light ring for just a minute. I forgot to turn the phone back, but anyway. Okay, so it is 9:01. So what questions Do you have, let's see, Haley says she's bummed that she couldn't print the recipes, maybe from her computer, that she usually prints out the recipes first. So I am confident that if you go to your computer that you can print them out. Let's see, yeah, so when you're on the app, there is not a way from the app to print it out, but I'm confident if you log on from your computer that that you would still be able to print those out. Ooh, that's a great question, Carol. Carol wants to know if there's an expiration on when you have to use the rewards. I'm writing that one down, Carol. I don't know. That's not good. That's a great question. So let me ask about that one. Okay, is there an expiration date on the rewards? What other questions do you have? Where is the weekly in the new app? I haven't found it yet. Let's see, expiration date on wins. Where's the weekly? Okay, Jackie says the update didn't happen yet in her area. I don't understand how it couldn't happen in your area, because the update was system wide. So what do you mean hasn't happened yet in your area, Jackie? That really should not even be a possibility. So I don't know. Let's see. So we're going to ask about where the weekly is on the app, and is there an expiration date on the wins? What other questions? Can you let the rewards ride? Yes. So Susie, if what you're asking is, can you let them build? Yeah. So when you get to 1,500, you don't have to use them. You can just keep. What am I trying to say? Okay, Jackie, your app should have changed. So you need to delete your app. You need to delete your app, and then you need to reinstall it, and that should do it. And if that doesn't work, just private message me. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm going to ask about online awards for meeting attendance. Could you ask about wins for online only? Yeah, wins for online only. I will ask about that. And yes, they do accumulate. Yes, you can let them build up. So like at Sephora, every time, I don't go to Sephora anymore, but when I used to go, they would always say, do you want you have 250 points or whatever, do you want the blah, whatever stuff that I wasn't ever going to use, or do you want to keep accumulating them? Well, I accumulated and accumulated and accumulated and accumulated and accumulated. Yeah, and have no idea. I probably still have some, hanging out, but yes, they do accrue. And Tag says the weekly is on the opening page towards the bottom of that page. So that's not on the app though. That is on, so you can still get the weekly. The weekly you can still print from the computer. But I have yet to find where the weekly is on the app. For a very, very, very short period of time, it was there before it updated to WW, but that went away just one day. But I am on the beta version. So, okay, it's 9:05, and we haven't had supper yet. So what other questions do y'all have? And we're down to 96 people. You 96 strong, hardy people that have stayed with us this long. So what other questions do y'all have? And again, I'll have more information, next week, because I will have attended my first actual workshop, next Tuesday. And by the way, so sorry that that I did not do a Wednesday wrap up. Oopsie. Yeah, we went out to dinner with John's boss and his wife, and Laura. I've got lots of choices because we went to Publix this week, but yeah, probably a sandwich. Usually on Sunday nights it's a sandwich by the time we get done with all of this. But we went out to dinner with them, and then got home, thought nothing about it, didn't even think about it, that to do the Wednesday wrap up. And then Thursday never entered my mind, and then on Friday I was like, I completely forgot to do the Wednesday wrap up. I wonder if I should go back and do that, but I just didn't. So yeah, Laura, we will enjoy our sandwiches. So what other questions? Quickly. I'm gonna give y'all just a couple more minutes. We're down to 93 hardy people. Uh-oh, everybody's saying bye. Okay, so I'm only asking 3 questions when I start asking about this. So far I'm only asking them if there's an expiration date on the wins. Can you find the weekly on the app? And How do you get wins for a workshop if you're online only? And let me see if Dusty's even interested in coming. So since we've had Alyssa all weekend, he's exhausted. Dusty, buddy, come here. Come here real quick. Come here. Oh, he's interested, probably because he heard food. But anyway, okay, so I will get some more information. Here, buddy. I'll get some more information. Oh, goodness. Somebody, please help the people that are having trouble getting their apps updated. Dusty says, hey. Yeah. Okay, and Pam says they are still doing charms. So I don't know, I was hoping that some of the win prizes were charms, but I don't know. So we'll find out about that. But I'll ask about that too. And thanks, Laura. Laura says I'm a good egg. Yeah, you're hilarious. So y'all have an awesome week. Remember, everybody, calm down. This is a good thing. These are all good things. And it's pretty. It's super, super pretty. So have an awesome week. Do your homework. I want to see some of those word clouds. Even if they're not fancy, I still want to see them. And I guarantee you Casey's is going to be handwritten and super fancy just because that's what she does. But if you want one of your new fancy schmancy, if you want one of your new fancy schmancy Bravo sticker from Casey, you have to tag me in your homework. But good night, everybody. Y'all have a great week. Do your homework, and I'll see you next week. Yeah. Oh, and this will be posted. I think Casey will have this posted on YouTube tomorrow, which is Monday. And oh, Debbie says, hey, he'll see you in a couple of months. She'll have that posted, and I have already pre-typed up the transcriptions. So as soon as that is done, then it'll be posted on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. Have a good week, everybody.